Hey, so today I'm going to talk about the full tool stack I use in my business for managing social media clients and doing content creation. By the end of this, you're going to have a pretty good idea of the tools that people are using in the space and how they play together. Now, there's no big secret to the tools that I'm going to share with you. I just find the more that you use them over again, you get better at learning little tricks and tips, like adding opacity and overlays in Canva, or maybe even adding B-roll and audio within the CapCut video editor. These little things are just going to get easier and easier and quicker over time the more that you do them. As with always, I believe copywriting is the key to great content production, and therefore none of these tools in this list are going to solve all of your problems. You're going to have to get creative with them and use them to your brand's best benefit. First up, Metricool. Metricool is a publishing platform that allows you to connect all of your social handles in one spot. It handles TikTok, it handles Instagram, it handles Facebook, LinkedIn, and even more. What I love about Metricool is it's super easy to use, and upon publishing or scheduling a post, you have the view of what that post is going to look like on the platform, where the text is going to get cut off, exactly the size dimensions. Plus, their reporting feature is absolutely awesome. This enables me to go into the program and automatically generate reports each month, which automatically get sent to me and my clients so that we can start reviewing. What I find is that Metricool is at a good value price point compared to some of the others. It's really pretty affordable at around $35 per month. If you're on a budget or your client's on a budget, alternatives would be, if you're really only managing, say, Facebook or Instagram, you can get away with using the Creator Studio, which is free, or you can use Buffer's free account, which allows you all of the same scheduling tools, minus some of the analytics. Next up on the list is Slack for client communication. Slack is the hub that I use for team communication and client communication all in one spot. I love Slack because so many people are familiar with it. It's got a nice, sleek interface, and it enables me to have group chats with my team or talk to individuals specifically. I can create as many workspaces as I need on the free version, and it plays well with other tools such as Google Drive and Zoom for file sharing and video calls. The downside is you'll have to pay for the subscription model if you want to access the ongoing history of your chats. This isn't something that I worry about because if important documents or files are shared, I can notate the client's account elsewhere in a different program. The price? Free. Next up on the list is Trello for managing client and team expectations. Trello is a project management tool, and what I like about it is how visually appealing it is. It's so easy to organize things like you would on a whiteboard or puzzle pieces on the kitchen table, which is why I call it my online office. It's a very simple program to use and has a mobile application for on the go. Each element within Trello has deadlines, colorful tags, reminders, and room to attach notes, files, and even tag team members for updates. For the price, free. I use Trello for three main reasons. One, to keep an eye on how content production is going between different departments. When it goes to a review stage or a copywriting stage, it's easy to jump in and see where we're at. Two, to keep a list of resources on hand, such as training links, onboard links, website links, and other valuable information I might send to new clients or team members often. Number three, to track client accounts at bird's eye view. If a client is offboarding, I'll mark the main account so that my team knows to halt content production. Likewise, if a client is onboarding and they're brand new, then I'll go ahead and mark it with a tag that says this is a new client and we can start creating our sample content and strategy. The price is free unless you need more storage or automations that plug into this. That can range anywhere from $5 to $17 per month. Again, this isn't a problem for me because I use Google Drive for storage. Next up on the list is Signwell for digital agreements. I use Signwell for digital e-signatures over our agreements and deliverables. I love Signwell because of its super easy, simple interface as well. You'll notice that's a pattern here. It also keeps all of the signed documents and completed documents in one place so that they're easy to find, easy to review, as well as notify me when a document has been opened, viewed, signed, and even reminds me if I need to jump in and do something. It just makes me feel like a boss. Now, there is a free version which allows you to do one document at a time. However, if you pay the $10 per month, you will get access to multiple use of templates that you create in case you are onboarding different clients and different team members at the same time, which can be really helpful, especially because you can take a link and share it or embed it on your website or onboarding process, and it's always there, it's evergreen and ready to go. Next up on the list is Calendly. I use Calendly to manage my appointments. It syncs really easy with other calendars that I'm dabbling with to prevent from overlapping of appointments, and even sends out email notifications before appointments so less meetings slip through the cracks. Rescheduling is really simple on both sides, and you can even have it so that your Zoom links are automatically attached to the reminders and the email follow-ups. I also love Calendly because, as you might have guessed it, it's free and still provides so many cool little simple branding tricks. You can see here, my Calendly's got a little bit of branding going on. You see a picture of me, you've got my logo there. And on my Calendly, I'm only taking short 15-minute, 30-minute calls on the free version. So if you want to pay for Calendly, I think it's like $10 a month. It'll allow you to have different meetings with different durations. Next up on the list is WhatsApp for managing team communication only. I love WhatsApp because like Slack, it allows me to create groups for my team members or reach out individually and have one-on-one conversations. I do have the desktop version as well as mobile. It's a global favorite, has playful and colorful layouts, and allows phone calls as well. The price? Free. Next up on the list is Google Drive for managing storage, content, documents, calendars, and intake forms. So I use the Google Drive for a few things. First, storage. I have a separate drive for the front end and back end of my business. This makes it easy to have team members working on projects for the back end to access things just in the back end. They don't need to access the front end and all of the other personal files and things, projects I'm working on. Second, I like to use the Google Drive's document feature. One, there's spreadsheets because it allows us to create a really nice looking content calendar that just looks good. I also use Google Docs for the actual content documentation so that reviewing content before publication is really easy. Lastly, I use Google Forms for intaking information, whether I'm onboarding a client or a team member. I've got questionnaires that are very easily sent out with the free Google Forms and then stores those right inside of the Google Drive. With each asset stored in the Google Drive, I can allow access at a folder level, at a drive level, at a file level, just by clicking on which email I would like to grant access to, making it really easy for people to either view these assets or edit them. I love Google Drive because it's the storehouse for all my data. It's all right here in one spot, and I can also access this from my phone as well. Google Drive is free for the first 15 gigabytes. Then you're gonna have to either open up more accounts or pay for their subscription, which jumps up to tiers, their highest being 2 terabytes of storage at $20 per month. This would be the case if you're doing long form videos or just storing a ridiculous amount of stuff. Next up on the list is Photopea for editing PSD graphics. Photopea is what I use for editing PSD files, aka Photoshop files. I will typically get templates from clients or from the licensed Envato market. And when that happens, Photopea is the place to go. It's a web-based browser tool that requires no sign up. Literally, the website itself looks like a simple, similar version to Photoshop and operates nearly identical. I love this tool because it's free and you can really make some great promotional posts. The cool thing is it goes a lot faster than Canva if you get it down. There's a learning curve to it, and there's not a lot of tutorials out there on the internet. So that's why I've included a tutorial for Photopea along with my full content creation process in the training my team gets. So if you're interested in that, just check out the show notes. Next up on the list is Canva for managing overall graphic edits and video edits. I love Canva because it provides so many templates and frameworks to start with, from PDFs to Instagram posts to Reels. And all favorite templates, brand colors, fonts can all be stored and saved in the brand hub here in Canva for later use. Adding team members to your Canva plan is seamless and makes it really easy for collaboration. Canva doesn't have to do this, but they do. They provide a ton of free images and stock footage that you can use in your projects. I personally use the paid version. I think it's like $12 or $14 per month because we just use it all the time, constantly. It plays well with SVG files, things that are usually made like in Adobe, like .ai. And it even has an AI image generator and AI video generator. I mean, come on, how awesome is that? There's really not much that you can't do on Canva, and the learning curve is not big, so I totally recommend giving this one a try. Next up on the list is CapCut for managing video edits, short form and long form. CapCut is hands down one of the best applications on the market right now for editing video. It's got a desktop and mobile version. I actually prefer the mobile version. That's what this video is being edited on because it's just really easy to use. I love CapCut because it always is recommending these handy little templates. So all you have to do is plug your media in and then go ahead and upload the final result to TikTok or to Instagram, and you off to the races. The learning curve is a medium, but it's totally worth it. They do have a free version if you want to flick around in there a little bit, but if you want to export your videos and remove the watermarks, you're gonna end up paying around 10 bucks a month. Next up on the list is Stripe. I use Stripe for automatic billing unless I'm on Upwork, which is also automatic billing. I just punch in the invoice. Stripe saves my client's card on file, so I'm not held accountable, and it enables me to auto bill per week, per month, or wherever the charge needs to happen. I love Stripe because the payouts are instant and connects to your bank instantly, and it's just so clean to see all of your profits and losses in one spot, making taxes so much easier. The cost is free. You just have to pay 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. Next tool on the list is Wix for managing website content. Wix is my go-to website builder. It's where I host a few of my websites as well as some of my clients' websites. The point of having a website is to showcase work, take inbound leads, and be more credible. As a matter of fact, my entire onboard process is right here on Wix, and everything is automated from start to finish every single time I take on a new client. Being that it's an HTML5 drag and drop builder, this works much like Weebly or Squarespace. And I just wanted to include this on the list because these website templates can be duplicated, resold, reused really quickly. Next up on the list is Notion for managing my copywriting. I use Notion for copywriting and copywriting frameworks. I scripted this entire video using Notion, and although Notion is a bit drab and has a medium learning curve, it is an organizational canvas and is very useful and creative for thought mapping and workflow. It can be used for team checklists, for process organization, for workflow, and even for collaboration, as you can allow members to access your Notion. And the price? Free. And that's it for the list. I just really wanted to paint a big picture view of how these tools work together for beginners and for some of my clients who are curious about how this corner of the web works. If you are just starting, the more and more that you use these tools and start flicking around, it's going to get quicker, it's going to get easier, and you're going to have more creative control over what you want to do. The next video that I'm going to come out with is going to be the secrets of a timeless social media content strategy that you can use in any niche, and it's backed by SEO, search engine optimization. So if you like this content, you want to get notified when new videos are popping up, consider giving me a like and a subscribe. Till next time, we'll see you. Cheers.